There's the lineup. British Virgin Islands, St. Lucia, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados and Bermuda.
This is an absolutely titanic battle. There was a fair amount of feeling after that final last year when Trinidad and Tobago won. There was some words exchanged, as you would expect, between athletes. So I know there's going to be a lot of emotion after this race.
A lot was said following that final last year. Of course, Trinidad and Tobago followed up as well with a win over the Jamaicans at the World Relays. Ultimately, the Jamaicans had the final say because they won the World Under-20 title. So that was a majestic performance, with DeAndre Daly producing one of the most stellar anchor leg performances I've ever seen, reminiscent of his anchor leg performance at the CARIFTA Games in the Bahamas in 2023. No DeAndre Daly on this Jamaica team, but they are still full of quality and speed, including the 100 champion Jamal Stephens, who will be on lead-off. Final of the under-20 boys 4x100.
And while all the attention is on Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica, there's still a lot of quality teams in here that could possibly pull an upset.
For sure. Grenada, they will go in lane number 3. Well, let's start in lane number 8 with Bermuda. Noah Robinson, Kaya Richardson, Ephraim III, and Miles Outerbridge. Barbados in 7 with Mackay King, Jaden Green, Kevian Newton, and Tian Haynes, the 100 bronze medalist on anchor. The Jamaicans, the favorites, the 100 champion, Jamal Stephens will lead them off. Shaquane Gordon, last year's sprint hurdles champion. Antonio Powell, who is in the 200 final, and Antonio Powell, and Tyrese Foreman on anchor. Then Trinidad and Tobago with Trevon Stewart, Kadeem Chinapul, Akeem Chinapul, and the 100 silver medalist Dylan Woodruff. Antigua and Barbuda with Kevin Campbell, Conroy Wilson, Judah Ash, and Daniel Skeppel, who is in the 200 missed out on the 200 finals. Keppel. Lane number 3, Grenada, Ian George, Emilio Blanco, Ethan Sam, their 100 bronze medalist on 3rd, with Mark Stanislaus taking them home. St. Lucia will go in lane number 2 with Ryan Simeon, Josiah Dupree, Jaquan Alexander, and Laverne Baptiste. They look ready for the battle. And closing out the field, the British Virgin Islands in lane number 1 with Mario Carter, Jaden Jackson, Shamal Donovan, and Latrell Williams. BVI in lane number 1. Final race of a long day of track and field at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago.
Tell you what, now that we've gotten to this race and the excitement is at its peak, I really don't feel the long day anymore.
I must admit, that is true. That is very much true. Here's the last race for day number 2 of the CARIFTA Games 2025. They're on their marks. Hush around the stadium. Off they go. Jamaica up quickly with Jamal Stephenson, the 100 champion, as expected. Flying by Mackay King of Barbados. Down the back straight away they go. It's Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Kadeem Chinapul trying to stay close to Shaquane Gordon. Antonio Powell has the baton for Jamaica. And Akeem Chinapul is trying to stay close for Trinidad and Tobago. Barbados running brilliantly. Ethan Sam bringing Grenada back into a medal position. But it's Jamaica with Tyrese Foreman. Woodruff is coming forward. Woodruff finishing like a train, but Foreman holds on. 39:28 is the flash time. The record survives. But the Jamaicans have the gold medal. They have waited 1 year and they have delivered emphatically.
3 gold medals in the relays for Jamaica. A great race, and certainly it was a wonderful finish, and Jamaica reigning supreme here in 2025. Trinidad and Tobago have lost the title, but they put in another good performance to finish with the silver medal.
39.75 for Trinidad and Tobago, and Dylan Woodruff had every single Jamaican scared on that anchor leg because he was absolutely flying, and there were moments where it seemed as if he may unbelievably overhaul the lead. Barbados have gotten the bronze medal. Terrific performance, and for the first time today there is a smile on the face of Tion Haynes. What a performance from the Barbadians. They ran brilliantly. Trinidad and Tobago gave it all they had, but the quality on that Jamaican team, just too much in the final analysis.
And it all started with that wonderful first leg by the 100-meter champion. He really set Jamaica on their way, and Trinidad and Tobago was not able to eat into that lead after that.
Put the rest of the field under tremendous pressure. Jamal Stevenson out in lane number 6, remember, won the 100 meters in a personal best, 10.24 and negative wind. Handing off to Shaquane Gordon, his high school teammate as well, so they have made that change so many times this season. Gordon handing off to Antonio Powell on the third leg, almost ran into Tyrese Foreman. They kept the change safe, and Foreman pouring down the stretch. But Woodruff, look at the finish. Look at the finish from Woodruff. The Jamaicans needed that advantage going into the final leg because Woodruff was coming. Sensational anchor leg, but it's not good enough. It's the Jamaicans at 39.56. Confirmation. Gold for Jamaica to close day 2 of the CARIFTA Games in Port of Spain. Silver for Trinidad and Tobago at 39.75, and bronze to Barbados at 40.43. Grenada just outside with 4th at 40.66. Antigua and Barbuda, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands and St. Lucia rounding out the field. Wow. What a day. Whew. It's a good time to take a break. The Jamaicans are celebrating. The Trinis, no doubt, slightly disappointed, but they were brilliant too, made the spectacle what it was. And the Barbadians are in jubilant mood after their bronze medal. Let's go to a break. We'll be back to wrap up the action on day number 2 of the CARIFTA Games from Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago.